Have you ever had a neighbor so inconsiderate that even something as simple as a tree could destroy your peace, your yard, and maybe even your sanity? My name's Daniel. I bought my home 10 years ago. It was supposed to be my little slice of peace and quiet, a place where I could relax after long shifts, tend to my garden, and maybe finally build the life I always dreamed of. But then came the tree. Technically, it's not even my tree. It belongs to my neighbor, Tom, and for years, I didn't really care about it. It stood tall, provided shade, and even looked kind of nice during summer, but over time, that tree turned into the center of a nightmare. It started with the leaves. Every fall, my yard would be buried under a blanket of his tree's leaves. Not just a few, I mean mountains of them. I'd spend hours raking, bagging, filling bins while Tom sat on his porch, sipping a beer, watching me. The first year, I laughed it off. The second year, I asked him politely if he could help. He just chuckled and said, "Hey, can't fight nature, buddy." By the third year, I started to resent that laugh. And it wasn't just the leaves. His tree's roots started pushing under my fence, cracking the concrete on my patio. My carefully planted rose bushes dying because the tree's massive roots were sucking up all the water. I tried to be civil. I went over one evening and said, "Tom, your tree's damaging my property. Could you at least trim it back?" He shrugged. "It's nature, not my fault. If you don't like it, cut the branches on your side." That was his answer to everything. Not my fault, but when I called a landscaper, they told me trimming the branches would cost nearly $800. And even if I did it, the roots would keep spreading. One Saturday morning, I woke up to find a huge branch had fallen straight into my backyard, crushing my brand new outdoor furniture. I was furious. I stormed over to Tom's house and demanded he pay for the damages. He leaned against his doorframe, arms crossed, and smirked. "Prove it was my tree," he said. My blood boiled. I snapped back. "Everyone can see it's your damn tree, Tom. Stop hiding behind excuses." He just laughed and muttered, "Should have bought a house without neighbors if you're gonna be this uptight." That laugh, it lit something in me. I lost it. I shouted, louder than I ever had in my life. Years of frustration poured out about the leaves, the roots, the damage, and the sheer lack of respect. Tom shouted back, cursing, waving his arms. Before long, we were nose to nose, yelling in the middle of the street like enemies in some bad soap opera. Neighbors came out to watch. Phones recorded. My private frustration had become a public spectacle. Later, I calmed down, but the damage was done. Tom and I don't speak anymore. The neighborhood feels colder. I even caught people whispering about the crazy tree fight. I could take him to court, but the lawyer fees would be more than fixing my patio. I could move, but why should I give up my home? Every time I step into my yard, I see that tree swaying in the breeze like it's mocking me. I water my roses, knowing half of them won't survive the season because of those roots. And sometimes I wonder, was it really about the tree, or was it about respect? About how much someone should tolerate when a neighbor just doesn't care?